Good day, everyone. I am Judilyn A. Humamel, and today I will present my educational video about English for Specific Purposes or ESP in the field of hospitality. So this presentation focuses on three important topics. First is the instructional approaches in ESP using task-based language teaching or TBLT. Second, ESP materials development. And the third one is technology as a resource for ESP learning. So, in the hospitality industry, effective communication is very important because workers interact with guests from different countries and cultures. Hospitality students need practical English skills for greeting guests, handling reservation, answering questions, and solving customer concerns professionally. So through this presentation, I will demonstrate how TBLT, instructional materials, and technology can help hospitality students improve their communication skills in real-world situations. The instructional approach that I selected is task-based language teaching or TBLT. So TBLT is a student-centered approach where learners use language through meaningful and realistic tasks. Instead of focusing only on grammar rules, students learn English by performing real-life activities. In ESP, TBLT is highly effective because it prepares learners for actual workplace communication. So for hospitality students, language learning should reflect real hotel and tourism situations. This includes welcoming guests, checking reservations, giving directions, handling complaints, and responding politely. So, the important principles of TBLT include learning through meaningful communication, using authentic tasks from real-life situations, encouraging interaction and collaboration, and developing problem-solving and communication skills. For example, in hospitality class, students may perform a role-play activity where one student acts as a hotel receptionist and another acts as a guest. So the receptionist must welcome the guest politely, confirm the reservation, explain hotel policies, and answer customer questions professionally. So this activity reflects actual communication in hotels and helps students practice speaking confidently. Another sample activity is handling guest complaints. In this task, students listen to a customer complaint about room service and work in pairs to provide appropriate solutions. This task develops speaking skills, listening skills, critical thinking, and professional communication. So this authentic task prepares students for real hospitality workplace situations. So TBLT is effective in ESP because students learn language that is directly connected to their future profession. It increases confidence, participation, and practical communication skills. For my instructional material, I created a role-play activity sheet entitled Hotel Check-In Conversation Activity. So this material is designed specifically for hospitality students. The objective of this activity is to help learners practice professional English communication during hotel check-in situations. So the material includes vocabulary words commonly used in hotels, sample hotel expressions, conversation guide, pair work role-play activity, and reflection questions. In In developing this material, I followed important ESP materials development principles. First, I analyzed the learner's needs. Hospitality students need practical communication skills for customer service and guest interaction. Second, I selected authentic content based on real hotel communication. Third, I ensured that the activity was interactive, practical, and easy to understand. And lastly, I evaluated whether the material matched the learner's language level and workplace needs. So this instructional material is relevant because it develops communication skills that students can directly use during internships and future employment in hotels and tourism establishments. So it is also encourages active participation, confidence, and teamwork among learners. Technology plays a very important role in ESP instruction because it makes learning more interactive, accessible, and engaging. In this presentation, I use several digital tools to support learning. So, the digital tools include Canva for presentation design, PowerPoint for instructional slides, CapCut for video editing, YouTube videos for hospitality communications examples, ChatGPT for generating practice dialogues and vocabulary exercises. So these tools help students improve their listening, speaking, reading, and communication skills.
For example, students may watch a short hotel front desk conversation video on YouTube and analyze the communication strategies used by hotel staff. So students may also use ChatGPT to practice role-play conversations or generate sample customer service dialogues. So this technology allows learners to practice independently anytime and anywhere.
The advantages of technology in ESP include increased student engagement, interactive learning experiences, easy access to authentic materials, flexible learning opportunities, and improved communication practice. However, technology also has some limitations. These include internet connectivity problems, overdependence on digital tools, possible distractions from social media, limited access to devices, some for students. So despite these challenges, technology remains an effective resource when used properly and responsibly. Through this activity, I realized that ESP instruction becomes more meaningful when learning is connected to real workplace situations. I also learned that task-based language teaching helps students communicate more confidently because they actively use language in realistic tasks. Developing instructional materials requires careful planning to ensure that activities match learners' needs and professional goals. Moreover, technology greatly improves ESP learning by making lessons more interactive and accessible. One challenge I encountered was organizing the presentation and selecting the most appropriate task and digital tools for hospitality students. However, this experience helped me become more creative, innovative, and aware of the importance of technology integration in language teaching. To conclude, ESP instruction in hospitality becomes more effective through the use of task-based language teaching, authentic instructional materials, and meaningful technology integration. So these approaches help learners develop practical communication skills that prepare them for real workplace situations. So that's all, everyone. Thank you for listening.